One word to describe your MLB team right now. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to SporTastic. Number 1 AL East, Baltimore Orioles waiting. Poised for their third 100-loss season in the last 4 years, the Orioles have shown little indication that they are ready to turn the corner from rebuilding to contending. However, with Adley Rutschmanson and Grayson Rodriguez knocking on the door and Cedric Mullins emerging as a star, there finally seems to be an end in sight to years of rebuilding. Boston Red Sox spiraling. The Red Sox had a half-game lead in the AL East standings on July 30th, which was the same day that the front office decided to settle for Kyle Schwarber and a pair of middle relievers as the only notable trade deadline additions. The lead had evaporated into a 6.5-game deficit following a 3-game sweep at the hands of the rival New York Yankees earlier this week, and a trip to the postseason is no longer a foregone conclusion. New York Yankees reinvigorated. While the Red Sox shield away from the big moves at the trade deadline, the Yankees were as aggressive as any team in baseball, adding sluggers Joey Gallo, Anthony Rizzo, and starter Andrew Heaney. The front office's belief that the team can contend has seemingly breathed a whole new life into the group, as had underperformed for much of the year. The Yankees have posted the best record in the AL in August. Tampa Bay Rays, unconventional. With Charlie Morton and Blake Snell gone and Tyler Glasnow on the injured list, the Rays are without a conventional worker starter in the rotation. Ryan Yarbrough is the only pitcher on the staff who has eclipsed 100 innings, and the team starters ranked 28th in the majors in innings pitched. It's all part of their unique approach to building a staff, and they once again ranked in the top 10 in the majors and the team in ERA. Toronto Blue Jays close. The Blue Jays snuck into the expanded postseason field in 2020 with a 32-28 record after 3 straight losing seasons. They are relevant once again thanks to a dynamic young core headlined by Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Bo Bichette, and an upstart pitching staff led by bargain signee Robbie Ray, but they still may be a year away from the bona fide contention. Number 2, AL Central, Chicago White Sox cruising. With an 11.5 game lead over the second place Cleveland team that has a losing record, the White Sox are running away with the AL Central. The return of Eloy Jimenez and Luis Robert has solidified the starting lineup, the bullpen remains a dangerous weapon, and the starting rotation is deep enough to handle Carlos Rodon missing time with shoulder fatigue. Cleveland content. A run of 8 straight seasons with a winning record is in jeopardy for a Cleveland squad that traded away the face of the franchise, Francisco Lindor, at the deadline. The front office's tight-fisted approach makes it difficult for the team to contend, and with the injuries up and down the pitching staff, they opted to sell at the deadline rather than trying to stay alive in the AL wildcard race. Detroit Tigers rising. After an ugly 114-loss season in 2019 and another last-place finish in the AL Central standings last year, little was expected from the Tigers in 2021. They made a few nice under-the-radar offseason moves in signing Robbie Grossman, re-signing Jonathan Scope, and selecting Akil Baddoo in the Rule 5 draft. And the contribution of those players alongside the continued influx of young prospect talent has made them one of baseball's biggest surprises. Kansas City Royals punchless. The Royals rank last in home runs, 119, and third from the bottom in OPS, 688, among American League teams. And most of that damage has come from Salvador Perez, who has 118 OPS plus and 30 home runs. Minnesota Twins crossroads. The 101 team in 2019 and AL Central champs once again last year, the Twins have been arguably the most disappointing team in baseball relative to preseason expectation. After trading away controllable starter Jose Berrios at the deadline, they now come to a crossroads. Number 3, AL West, Houston Astros sustainable. It looked like the window of contention might be slamming shut for the Astros. Garrett Cole and George Springer departed in free agency, Carlos Correa was poised to potentially do the same this winter, Justin Verlander was a non-factor, and several key hitters were coming off down years. Los Angeles Angels stalled. Until the Angels get some legitimate frontline pitching, they'll be stuck in neutral. It doesn't matter that Mike Trout and Anthony Rendon missed significant time last year, even if they had been healthy all year, a 4.73 ERA from the pitching staff won't cut it. Shohei Ohtani is dealing, and the development of Patrick Sandoval is promising, but they're still multiple quality arms away from being an October threat. Oakland Athletics unhurdled. Where would the Oakland pitching staff be without the contributions of Cole Irvin, 24 games started, 3.57 ERA, and 141.1 innings pitched, James Kaprielian, 15 games started, 3.33 ERA, 83.2 innings, and Lou Trevino, 54 games, 20 out of 22 saves, 1.75 ERA this year. Meanwhile, established starters Chris Bassett and Sean Manaea continue to generate little attention on a national level. Seattle Mariners hungry. The obvious rebuttal here is that every team is hungry to win, but no other team has a postseason drought that stretches all the way back to 2001. The Mariners are currently on pace for 87 wins, but 2 teams have passed the move into the second wildcard spot, including the division rival Oakland Athletics. Texas Rangers anonymous. For fans outside the Arlington area, naming 3 players on the Rangers rosters has become increasingly difficult. They traded Elvis Andrus and Lance Lynn during the offseason, and they moved Joey Gallo and Kyle Gibson at the deadline. Journeyman utility man Charlie Culberson ranks 4th among players on the active roster with a 1.2 WAR behind glove first shortstop Isaiah Kiner Khalifa, 28-year-old rookie Adolis Garcia, and right-hander Dane Dunning. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the next 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you all in our next video.